All right, what's up, everyone? Almost to the gym here, Elevation Fitness in downtown Miami. So if you didn't see my post or my email, I'll start off this video with, I just started offering an in-person, Ron's got to put his seatbelt on. Don't though, because we're at the gym. I just started offering in-person training here at Elevation Fitness. So the in-person training is actual personal training in the gym, one-on-one with me. It's a little more exclusive, higher end. It's not for everybody. And there'll be no discounts for in-person training. But I did want to have that option because a lot of people message me and say, hey, bro, I'm in town. You know, do you offer in-person training? So now I do. All right, but we're at the gym. I'm going to do arms today. So for arms, I superset everything. I'm a superset a buy and try, and you'll see what I mean. A superset, or I'll explain once I'm in the gym, but I'm going to do arm day superset. Today, you know, I've had a long day. Did a lot of work. I got my Florida driver's license this morning, so I woke up early to do that. And I got ran some errands, so I'm kind of beat down, kind of tired. So on days like today, I'm gonna take a pre-workout, and I'm gonna show you what I'm taking and how I take it right now. So let's go and start this workout. Okay, so pre-workout, I'm taking one up. It's One Up Nutrition's pre-workout. Now a lot of people, let me go over some things here real quick. Pre-workout, no, it's not necessary. Does it help? Yes, it absolutely helps. It gives you a big boost, energy boost, mental focus. I take the pre-workout like 2 or 3 times a week. Like I just said earlier, you know, I've had a long day. I've been running around, so I'm going to have a little pre-workout to give me a little boost for this arm workout. And it's windy, so this powder may fly everywhere. So this is the male version. They have a women's version too. There's subtle differences, but basically, sometimes I get messages from women. Can I take my husband's pre-workout? Yeah, it's fine. It's not like there's also some subtle differences. The women's does not contain L-carnitine now. I do believe it does not contain L-carnitine, and the women's is a little less caffeine. But in general, like you can take both or either. Okay, you know what? It's super windy, so I usually do this. If you watch my Instagram stories, you see I take this just straight to the dome with it dry. I'm not gonna do that because it's windy. But sometimes I do that, and people they'll ask, "Does it make a difference if I mix it with water or not?" No, I just do that because it's funny. But after I do that, I chug water. So just put a little water there. And then even now, like I've been taking this pre-workout for a while, I still don't do a full scoop. Because a full scoop is like 412 milligrams of caffeine. And I'm sensitive to caffeine, so I don't want that much. I'll do like half a scoop. Just like this right here. Boom. Super windy in Miami. Of course, if you want to try out these supplements, or you're already been taking the supplements but didn't know my code, Ron will link it right here. Go to One Up Nutrition, use my code, save you some moolah. So I just chug that, and I go to the gym. Now, once again, if you see my stories, you know I am goofy and do the scoop dry. It doesn't matter. You can do it either way. One isn't better. And then, like I said earlier too, I take the pre-workout like 2 to 3 times a week on days I need it. Days I'm dragging energy, or like legs and back where it's a bigger body part, I'll do it. But like 2 or 3 times a week. So that's down the hatch, and let's get going with arms. Okay, so for arms, I always do different workouts, but this workout is going to be a quick arm workout. It's going to be 4 pairs of supersets. So superset meaning I do 1 set of biceps, and then immediately 1 set of triceps, then rest. And I'm gonna repeat that 3 to 4 times, and I'm gonna do 4 pairs of exercises. So first pair of superset. Rope push downs with single arm cable curls. And then while I do these, I'll try to give my little tips and whatnot throughout. So for every body part I train, but especially for arms, I'm really starting lighter, just because I'm not going to do, you know, heavy weights or biceps or triceps right away. So I'm starting lighter, and then you increase weight each set. Some quick tips here: rope press downs. I'm pushing down, obviously, and forward slightly, so you're not just going straight down. And that's going to help isolate your triceps a little better. So most people, when they do push downs, they just go straight down, like to their belly button. So notice when I do the push downs, the rope push downs, I'm pushing down and forward. So that's the tip on the rope push downs. On the cable curls, I'm doing a unilateral movement, one arm at a time. That's going to help bring up any weak sides, you know, your weaker arm. So try doing one arm at a time. And for arms, I love doing cable movements simply because it makes it easier to have constant tension on the muscle. I mean, I'll do free weights too, obviously, but really for arms, cables are going to give you a big pump. So that's some little quick tips here. Quick tips on arm day. I also do way more higher reps on arms. Like I'm doing like 15 to 20 reps, simply because, you know, arms are a smaller muscle. Mine aren't though, mine are huge. No. Arms are a smaller muscle, so you don't need to do heavier weights, because if you use heavier weights for arms, you're most likely going to get other muscles involved, like your back, your shoulders. So that's why you want to go lighter and really focus on the form. Okay, so second superset pair is going to be overhead rope extensions. You can also do these with a dumbbell. Overhead rope extensions, I'm going to do 2 arms at a time. You can also do 1 arm at a time. I'm going to do 2 arm overhead rope extension, superset line cable curls, and I'll show you or explain the cable curls when I get to them. We're going to start off with the rope, overhead rope. So same principle, I always start lighter and then increase weight. Okay, so the idea on those is you're lying down, which takes out any momentum. So a lot of people would do standing cable curls, which is fine. But I did these lying down, takes out any momentum. You can't swing at all, obviously, because you're lying down. So it's easier to isolate your biceps. So that's the idea behind those. So notice on those when I extend back, I'm trying to have my forearms touch my biceps when I extend back, and the same principle, or you would use the same principle on dumbbells, if you're using dumbbells. But a lot of people don't extend back far enough. So when I extend back, trying to get your forearms to touch your bicep, it'll really get a good stretch in your tricep. Let's go straight to cable curls. So this is our third superset, third pair superset. Remember, superset is when you do 2 exercises back to back with no rest in between. Third pair superset, I'm gonna do skull crushers. Easy curl bar skull crushers. Superset curls on easy curl bar. So you can use the same bar, you just go back to back. For skull crushers, I use a little more weight than on just curls, so I may switch the weight. But I like using the easy curl bar. It's easier on your wrist. The straight bar you can use too, but these straight bars, especially like on curls, really bothers my wrist. So I'm gonna do skull crushers with curls. And now, since I'm already like on my third exercise here, or third superset pair, I'm still gonna start lighter and increase weight, but the first set isn't gonna be as light as my previous exercises. So you kind of have to find, I've been working out like 14 years, so I know which weights to use and I know how strong I am. But when you're first starting out, you kind of just have to experiment, and then as you get stronger, more time lifting in the gym, you'll get a better idea like what actual weight to use. But I'm gonna start with 65. All right, quick tip time. On the curls, I'm extending all the way down, or I'm trying to extend all the way down, and then I'm going about 3/4, halfway up. The reason, if you go all the way up like this, you're gonna use your front delts, and it's gonna allow a stopping point, so tension's gonna be off your biceps. So a big tip on the curls, extend all the way down, halfway up. Skull crushers, obviously I'm going to my head. I got a pretty loose bar, I'm going to my skull. And then back up, I got a pretty loose grip on the handle. I'm really focusing on pressing with my triceps, and I'm not mentally thinking about my wrist or forearms any. I'm mentally thinking about my triceps and extending with my triceps. Trying to keep my stomach tight throughout on both of these movements. So second set here, I'm gonna increase weight. Remember, try to increase weight on each set if you can, but especially with something like arms, the priority is to pump blood in the muscle, not to use a bunch of weight. So if you have to use the same weight, like over all 3 sets, that's okay. Focus on form, focus on getting blood in the muscle, getting a big arm pump. So what do I do, 65? 85. Ah! Okay, so my fourth and last superset pair is another push down, but it's gonna be this bar, the curl bar here, and I'm gonna superset this with dumbbell hammer curls. So one thing I do want to touch on tricep, a lot of people will make a conscious effort to keep their elbows really tight into their body. You don't gotta keep them super tight. I just let them lay at a natural position. You know, you don't want them bowed out like this, but I just let them lay natural. You don't have to make a conscious effort to keep them in super tight like this. It's not gonna engage the tricep more. So let it lay natural. Dumbbell hammer curls is gonna target your forearms and brachialis muscle. Brachialis muscle, which is the small muscle between your bicep and tricep. And hammer curls really works like the thickness of your arm. And I finished with the hammer curls because we already busted out biceps. You know, my biceps are super pumped. And the hammer curls touch the biceps, obviously, but they really get your forearms too. So that's our last superset that I'm gonna finish here with. Hammers. Okay, so there's two different ways to do hammer curls. If you see my Instagram, you've seen this post. So the first way is just straight up like this. Straight up like that. Second way is across your body like this. They're both good, do them both. I've noticed that if you do it across your body, it kind of works more your biceps than forearms. And if you go straight up like this, it's kind of more forearms. But do them both. See which one you like better. If you go across your body, you can use a little more weight. But like I said, this whole working out game is really finding out what works best for you and also what you enjoy and also what doesn't cause pain. Me personally, I am kind of, the past couple arm days, I just go straight up. But again, cross body, straight up. Hammer curls, try them both. Okay, so this is our last set. Our last pair of supersets. So if you notice, this arms is quicker. I only did 4 exercises for bis, 4 for tris, and I superset everything. So like, you know, obviously I'm filming and talking a little bit, so it's a little longer than it would be. But if you just are by yourself, no, I mean, you can bust it out in like 30, 40 minutes. 4 pairs of supersets, 3 to 4 sets each pair. Gotta make weird faces. So that's a wrap for arm day. 4 pairs of supersets, 3 to 4 sets each. Arms, I do higher reps. Really try to focus on form and try not to get anybody's way at the gym. You're good to go. Boom. Okay, so I get a lot of requests for abs. So I'm gonna do abs. I'm gonna do arms and abs. So I'm gonna do 2 exercises for abs, but I wanna prefix my ab training with you don't get abs from doing abs. You get abs from losing the body fat through diet and cardio. So if you have a little fat to lose, you gotta focus on your meals, focus on getting your cardio in. But training abs will build the abs muscle, which is good to make your abs pop more once you get lean, but you gotta focus on losing the body fat first. Having said that, I'm gonna do 2 ab exercises. Start with rope crunches. Pick a weight that challenges you, but abs, I'm looking for a little higher reps too, like 15 to 20. So pick a weight that's hard, but you can do 15 reps. And notice when I do these, I'm really focusing on keeping my back flatter. You don't want to be rounded like this. And then you want your abs flexed the whole time. So that was probably even a little too light, because the heavier the weight is, it's actually easier because it goes down with you. But that's rope crunches. And abs, 2 to 3 times a week. But once again, you got to be careful when you talk about ab training, because it's really all about diet and cardio. I know guys who don't do abs at all and they're shredded. And then you have people who do like 2,000 sit-ups a day and they're still fat. That's all losing the body fat in that area. But it never hurts to have a strong core, so you don't want to neglect it completely. But a lot of people put too much emphasis in ab training. I'll do them like once or twice a week maximum. Okay, so the second ab exercise I'm going to do, the second and last ab exercise, is hanging leg raises. This is an exercise I just started doing, honestly, like a few recently. I usually do the leg raises on the apparatus, the machine where you put your elbows up. This is a little tougher, but this works great. You can put your legs straight out, or you can just bend them up. Either way is to really engage your lower abs. So the rope crunches gets your whole abdomen wall, but mainly your upper abs. This one really targets your lower one. So on those, the biggest thing I'm trying to do is not swing, which you see is very hard, kind of hard. So you gotta kind of like hang up there, wait for a second for your body to be still, and you just go nice and slow. If you're swinging, then you're not using your abs, you're not thinking about your abs. You wanna crunch down your abs from the get-go, and then you just raise your legs up while having your abs flexed. You don't wanna swing back and forth. That's a little trickier movement, but try it out. If you can't do that one, do the one where you put your elbows on the sides and you just raise up. Both are good. That's abs. Hope that helps everyone out. Remember, abs made in the kitchen, not the gym. And that was Arms and Ab Day. Comment, like, subscribe. If you like me doing these long form videos on YouTube, subscribe. Let me know. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram, where I put out most of my stuff, Duncan Lucas Video Workouts. Peace.